All right, let's take a look at FormRobin, which has recently been released on AppSumo. You can build smarter forms with AI. Before you can capture leads, you've got to build a stable form. Luckily, FormRobin lets you skip the writer's block, avoid hidden upsells, and launch professional forms in seconds. Okay, so we've got 11 reviews, and it looks like it's got really good rating so far, about a 4.4, 4.5 taco rating. I do like the page right here is a lot cleaner than I've been used to, but I do think that that's because there's only one offer. There's one plan right here. It's just $19 for lifetime access. You get unlimited forms, unlimited domain embeds, redirect on completion, URL, unlimited monthly responses, marketing and tracking, conditional logic, CSV export, and API. You only get one user, 3 workspaces, and AI forms per month is 50. I believe you can add more. So you can actually like double this and maybe you can get more workspaces and users. I'm not really sure when you're purchasing it. You can click, the +1 or whatever like that. We'll come back over here. We'll take a look. So this is based out of Austin, Texas, and it looks like it was just founded on October 10th. So, I mean, this is just, they might have been working on this for the last months, founded. And when you launch, sometimes, vendors, usually it's when you started building the tool is kind of when you founded. I kind of, they definitely did not build this tool in 10 days. I would imagine, but who knows? Maybe they did. But I think this is the shortest amount of time from a founded date, October 10th, and today is October 21st at the time of recording this video. So it's literally 11 days ago. If they actually created this tool 11 days ago, that's kind of crazy. But it's based out of Austin. It's small, startup, bootstrapped. So this isn't probably not going to be your next Dropbox, but who knows where it can go from here. There's some questions down here. Does it have API? Yes, they do, and so forth. So let's go take a look at the actual product. Before we take a look at the product, I wanted to just talk about my lifetime deal. It is LTD Compass. If you want to be able to rate these softwares in a unique way, where it actually goes out and it checks the search traffic or the amount of website traffic that's going to these deals pages, which I think is should be weighted very heavily, because when you have a software that comes into AppSumo and it already has 700,000 people going to their site, that means they're literally just doing a marketing deal with AppSumo. They really don't need the traffic. They already know how to get customers and so forth, right? So they really truly are just doing a deal with AppSumo. But when you have a software like this, I could almost guarantee like it's going to get a little bit slower score because it just started 10 days ago, right? We have nothing to go off of. We just need to go and test the tool out and everything, but they have no traffic going to their site, right? We can come over here. I can go and click on my extension here. It's going to pop out and there's no data. The website was just launched, right? And so my LTD Compass tool, it grades that stuff. It grades the LinkedIn profile. It goes and does a deep dive on vendors and so forth. And it does a sentiment monitoring, a trust score analysis, deep dive into the deal credibility with a 10-point scoring system. And then we have the deal vault, which is really, really cool. So go watch my videos on that. Just type in LTD Compass on the channel and go check this out because this is going to actually be going away. I've thought about it. And the lifetime deal of this is actually going to be going away because this does require a subscription. It does require bandwidth and resources. And I don't want to keep it on a lifetime deal. Many of you have already picked this up. And so I'm going to only keep this available for a short amount of time left. So come in, get it at its lowest price ever. And it's a lifetime deal right now. Come check it out. Just wanted to do that little quick plug there. I appreciate you guys. So we're going to jump in here to our FormRobin right now. And this is exactly what the dashboard is actually going to look like when you log in. It's going to have your name, you're on a lifetime deal. We have the hamburger icon there. We have our settings, our plan, and you can get feedback there. Something about this very clean, simplistic approach to website or web app creation, I really, really like. Just really clean lines. There's nothing else we can do other than my first folder. You can add a folder. Let's just add a folder and just say that this is LearnWire create folder. So we've got a folder created. We can create a form here. We can tell the AI what we want to create right here. We can generate with AI, or we can start from scratch. Let's go try the AI creator first. Okay, so I put in here a simple sign up form to get my free lead magnet training on how to build web apps very fast using vibe coding technique. We're going to generate this with AI. Okay, so here is our form. So sign up for a free lead magnet. Obviously, we would change this. We're going to figure out where we can change this. We can actually, okay, we can go like that, a Control Z to get that off there. So sign up for free lead magnet, fast web app development with vibe coding. So we wouldn't really want to do, you wouldn't want to actually put this in your marketing. So you'd say sign up for my guide on fast web app development with vibe coding, something like that, right? So you have your full name. Please enter your first and last name right there, email address, phone number. So obviously we can come in here, we can delete this question, we can require this, and we can add conditional visibility. So if we go like that, we can actually choose, different things with the conditional logic, which is cool. I don't really want a phone number on a lead magnet, so I'm going to delete that. We definitely want this to be required. It is a requirement. This is a requirement. So it's kind of smart. You can see the requirement right there as well. So you definitely want the full name. You definitely want an email address. And then you select your current role. So obviously we could you go and change this. There's a drop down developer, entrepreneur, instructor. You can add answers right here if we wanted to. Company size, and it's going to go ahead. And so what would you like to achieve with fast web app development? Share your goals. Preferred start date, training, website, or portfolio. So this would be really good if you were putting on a training for this, or if you were, maybe a really good practical application for this as well is like, let's say you are a website designer and you have a client and you want to send this form over there to them that, before you start building their website for them, you need to know what their brand colors are, where they're, asking them a bunch of questions about their business so you can actually create their website, which is cool. We can come up here to styles. We can change the text right here, and it actually changes the entire scheme, which is really cool. So we can go and find something. This one looks a lot cooler as far as like techie. We can go with, a larger font if we wanted to. We can go with a background color, and we could change that to a different color. Maybe we go with something kind of techie, maybe some blue. If we could go with something like that, maybe looks really cool. Could change the text color to white if we wanted to. The border color, we could make that black, maybe. Border width. And that's for the, so you can make this kind of like a Gumroad kind of style. That looks really cool. Primary button colors, those are white, and secondary colors are black right there. It just looks really cool. We were able to just change the way this form looks and make it look not so boring. And then you have your border radius right here where we can also, so those are that's the, making them into more pill like. And we'll come back down. You can go with 0, and maybe you want to curve it to about like an 8. Looks really, really cool. And then we can look at our preview. We can go into settings, publish form, enable email notifications, and get notified at this email address when someone submits your form. Enable custom redirect right there as well. Redirect users to a custom URL after form submission. So you can actually send this free form, have someone fill out their information. They get on your lead magnet. You actually capture their email and the questions that they answered. And then also, you can actually redirect them to like a sales page, to like your coaching program, or to your website, or to an affiliate product, which is super cool. So I'm going to go and we will go and just save this. And then we can go copy form link. We can preview this, and we're in a preview right here. I would like to see in the under settings if we were able to take this made with FormRobin off there, but I'm going to just go in here, put in my email, entrepreneur. So you can see us using the form, company size. Let's just say it's just me, consent. I'm going to type something in right there, preferred start date. You can just click in there, or you can click on the calendar right there. Boom. A website portfolio. We'll put in our website, and then we will push submit. And that's not going to work because we're in a preview. So I'm going to exit the preview. Super funny. We've already saved this. Let's go copy the form link and let's go try this again. Here's what your form will look like. And I'm going to go do that real quick. Okay, so now I'm going to push the submit button. And thank you for your form submission right there. And here is the submission. So it's going to say new submission for sign up for my guide on this. And it's going to have the submission and all the information that person had put in there. And then I'm going to click on this view all submissions button because I'm logged into this to it. And we're going to see what it actually looks like. So check this out. This is what it's going to look like. We've got a full-blown lead magnet. We've got their email right there as well. So, I mean, honestly, if you're just wanting to go and collect leads using a form, this is a really great way to do that. You do actually get that they were on a desktop, Chrome, all kinds of information right there. You can download and export this to a CSV, and you could upload that to, your email autoresponder provider. This, I believe, okay, so that's why they were able to create this so quickly. I just realized this is a part of the AppSumo Originals tools, part of the AppSumo family. So this tool, the good news about this, so I'm so glad that I actually just kind of figured that out. I didn't know that this was part of AppSumo's suite of tools, which is actually really good because that means that it's probably going to stand the test of time and it'll be around a long time. It's supported by AppSumo, a successful company that has money. And so we know that it's going to be part of that. So that's great. That kind of makes sense. Going back to like the founding date, how it's only been like 10 days. So really cool. I want to go back over and I want to now exit and go back. And so now you have your forms over here. You have one submission. It is published. You can edit it. You can view it. You can click the 3 dots. You can embed this form on your website and you can move it to folders. Really, really simple, simplistic. I do like the clean lines on this. But something that I would like, this is like a form, and what I'm guessing is that we're only able to export our information. We're only able to export it and then go and maybe upload those leads, which does work. But I can tell you that you will run into some issues with that because none of those email providers like GetResponse, Aweber, ConvertKit, and all those. They don't really like bulk uploading. I just went through a big migration from GetResponse to another tool, and I had my fair share of issues and headaches. You have to there's a lot of retraining that has to happen with your new email addresses on their servers, and so by just let's say you blast this form out and you've got 500 people that sign up to it, uploading 500 to that email autoresponder, they're not all going to work, all those emails. They're going to get, some of them are going to get flagged and stuff like that, spam and stuff like that. When you go to email in bulk like that, it could cause issues because it's just too many emails at once. And so that's just something that I would be mindful of. I would like, maybe to go to the feedback area and let's see if it's inside of the tool and they're using product lift. But what we would want to probably put in here is, like webhooks. That's kind of maybe one of them, but probably like this Pabbly connection integration would be a good one. And then probably Zapier. We would really want Zapier. So we could, I would just say Zapier would be the easiest integration for them. So they don't have to worry about integrating directly with, dozens of email providers. I would just say if they integrated Pabbly and Zapier, then you could go and add your, your Zap. And every time someone submits a form here, they would actually be subscribed automatically to my GetResponse or whatever email provider I'm using. So I definitely would recommend that for sure. I want to go over here to settings. They've got it. So Okay, so perfect. So they've got the integration for Zapier. Connect to Zapier, and they have SendFox because this is their tool. So if you're using SendFox and then this form, then it's just going to be a perfect marriage. They're just going to work really, really well. But Zapier also for everybody else, which is, I pay for Zapier per month. This is perfect because that's what I would recommend is just set up Zapier. And then when people fill out your form, it's just going to automatically subscribe them to a list on any email provider that you're using. So I'm really, really pleased that they launched with these integrations right here. These are great integrations. There is a webhook right here. There's Metapixel API right here. One thing that they're kind of missing, I'm going to go back over to forms, is, they don't need a whole lot of training. It's very self-explanatory how to use the tool, but I do think that they probably should have one training button. I'm not seeing that anywhere. That just kind of shows you how to integrate Zapier, how to do, I would just recommend a few videos on how to use the tool a little bit better. I'm going to do one more. We're going to go with new form, and I'm just going to say start from scratch and see what that looks like. So this one is going to be for web design by David. And let's just say that someone orders a web design package from you. We're going to push the plus button here. We have short answer, long answer, statement, email, phone, URL, multiple choice, single checkbox. It's going to be super self-explanatory. You probably don't need to sit through. We could just go with, let's just say right here, we're going to just put full name. We're going to make it required. We're going to add a plus button here. We're going to say maybe multiple choice here. I don't know. You probably wouldn't ask this, but I'm just doing this. Black, white, red, and you can just add more, right? And then you would just go to plus, and you would just go down here. Anything that you need to know about the brand, you would put in here, right? And maybe even if you want the email, you'd put that in. You want the phone number. You probably would want the phone number so you guys can call and chat. URL of your site. So we'd put this right here. We would say your site URL. Web address right here, and then they'd have to put that in right there. You put required, we have plus. So it would be nice to have even more options here. Here's what a checkbox looks like, checkbox. And then you have your, A, and then you would, description right there. And that you'd build out your form very easy. And then your file upload would be really cool. You can make this required and say, hey, I need a picture of yourself, a profile, profile of yourself so people can click and upload that as well. So you could really, really use this in your business in so many different ways, from a marketing standpoint, from a lead gen standpoint, from a client onboarding standpoint. So that's kind of how you do that. And you push save. Remember, you have all those styles and stuff as well. So then you can go and view the answers. You can view the form, and very, very easy, very simple. So overall, my thoughts on FormRobin. I think it's a nice, simple tool, very easy to use. I would go as far to say you don't need a tutorial, but there might be some people that need at least a basics tutorial, but I guess that's why you're here and why you watch my channel, right? But unfortunately, I can't do a review or tutorial on every single software that hits. And so I really just encourage at least a tutorial, a little 3-minute video to get people started. I really like that they have Zapier integration, the FormFox, not FormFox, email Fox as well. But Zapier more importantly, because you're basically able to do so much with it just by integrating that Zapier. Very clean lines, very easy, and super cheap to manage right there as well. Just $19 for a lifetime deal. You get up to 50 forms, AI generation. So you can build 50 forms a month. You get unlimited. I don't know why it says unlimited forms, but then AI form. Oh, okay. So AI form generation is you can use that AI button. And I honestly didn't think that it did that great, personally, on creating the first one we tested. But you get 50 of those per month. That's plenty. You probably never burn through those, and you can create as many forms from scratch as you want. They're being very, very generous right here, and it doesn't say anything about a limit. You get unlimited monthly responses. This is absolutely nuts that this is $19, to be completely honest with you. So as far as the actual deal at $19, the unlimited pretty much everything, and it's a lifetime deal at 19 bucks, like you just can't beat this at all. It's just an exceptional offer. And so when I put things into context of what you're actually getting for the $19, I do have to give this a really high rating. And the fact that this is a AppSumo product, from their developer, David Kelly, the general manager of the product side of things. This part now is kind of negated. This part right here doesn't really mean a whole lot, because they could put in here, if they really wanted to, they could put that this was founded in, what is it, 2010 or something like that. However long AppSumo's been around, or 2014 or something like that. They've been around for at least 10 years. They could put that in there, and then it would just completely, bypass, and you would have a lot of history, and confidence in the tools, just the history and everything. So overall, short of just having some more options in the forums, man, they integrated the Zapier. I really can't think of too many other things that I would want. This is to create forms for very easy submission. I don't think I'm just gonna say it's probably a 4.8 star rating, which is super, super good. I think that there's probably a couple things we could probably touch on, that they could probably improve or add or something like that. But at the end of the day, the $19 unlimited forms is just, and it's a lifetime deal, is mind blowing. And then it's AppSumo, so they're going to take care of it. So 4.8, great tool if you need a tool like this in your business. That's my official review. Thank you for joining me, and I'll see you in the next video.